Hello, you guys. Welcome to another video of Mini Chats. My name is Jasmine, and like always, if anything that I say resonates with you and your soul, make sure you thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know your experience, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop new videos. Okay, so today, we are talking about attracting people who add to your happiness. You guys, this resonates with me so well. On your journey, on your journey to becoming a better version of yourself, you're gonna come in contact with a lot of people, good people, bad people. But I don't believe anything is by accident. I believe that every single person that you have an interaction with is to teach you something, right? Life is about lessons. Life is about being able to learn from things that you've gone through, not become a victim to it, but to be a survivor of it, to learn from it so that you can continue to grow and develop in all of the positive things, okay? But it's really important that you only interact with people who add happiness to you. And to me, that's adding value. Value isn't necessarily monetary, even though some people like to make it seem that way. It's not. Adding value is adding happiness, it's adding support, it's adding love, it's adding generosity. It's all of the positive emotions for me that come with adding value, right? If someone comes into your if someone comes into your life and they're not adding value, that would mean that they are making me feel anxious, making me feel frustrated, making me feel insecure, making me feel unvaluable, making me feel like I am of no importance to their life, right? So those are feelings and emotions that I would not want to be associated with, okay? But it's important that we spend time with people who add happiness to us because that's what's going to help us thrive. You know, I can explain in my own life a lot of, not even just in my life, I'm sure you've experienced this too. It's not you that's causing the anxiety. It's not you that's causing the depression. It's not you that's causing the insecurities in your life. It's the world outside of you, okay? You're around people, you're around things that are not adding value to you. You are around toxic environments, toxic people. Think about it like this, you guys, and I use this as an example on my other YouTube channel. When we're born and when we're kids, kids don't come out thinking that they're ugly, right? No one comes out of their mother's womb thinking that they're ugly. No one comes out of their mother's womb thinking that they're stupid. No one comes out of their mother's womb feeling inadequate, right? It's not until you start developing, when you're around people, you know, maybe their familial background wasn't the most positive, but it's not. And it's not until you start developing and seeing things, witnessing things, hearing things, where your perception of the world changes. So what do I mean by that? If a child is constantly being told that they're stupid, or maybe they're not making good grades in school, and you know the other kids around are teasing them, it's during those moments that they start to feel like they're stupid. And by having those thoughts, they're going to continue through life unless something stops it, changes, unless they have parents that reinforce that they are not stupid. They're going to continue through life thinking that they're stupid. They're going to continue through life feeling like they're not smart and they're not capable of, you know, being great, right? And that has probably happened in your own life. There was a period, this happened in my own life. So, you know, I'm black, right? I am a dark-skinned girl, but I didn't realize, I never noticed or paid much attention to the color of my skin, as in like the tone, the skin tone. I knew I was black. I always knew I was black, but I never paid attention to my complexion until I got to high school. And it wasn't until I got to high school that other brown skinned girls, it wasn't even white girls, it wasn't even light skinned girls, it was always other brown skinned girls who were probably a half a shade to maybe one shade lighter than me, but still definitely considered a brown skinned girl. And it wasn't until those moments that they were teasing me and making fun of me and telling me I was too dark to sit at the lunch table with them. They held a paper bag to my skin. It wasn't until those instances where I started to notice that I am very, very dark. And then I started to look at some of my favorite celebrities and notice that they weren't as dark as me. And then I started to really pay attention to how I perceived people of, lighter skin tones were being treated and compared it to how I was being treated. And it was during those times that I started to feel like I wasn't beautiful because my skin was too dark. And I struggled with that for years, all the way into maybe my mid 20s. And now I embrace it. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't think twice about it. But I'm bringing all this up to explain to you that it's not you with the problem. It's the environment around you. It's the people around you that are instilling these insecurities in you, instilling the anxiety within you. Okay, that's why it's important to spend time by yourself, because now there's nobody around to fill your head with their opinions, with their projections, right? The reason why you may feel anxious, the reason why you suffer from anxiety, if you suffer from anxiety, is because of things that you are fearing that has nothing to do with you. So an example of that could be you're fearful that you might lose your job. That's outside of you. That's not within you. You don't work within you. You work outside of you. You go to work and you clock in and you are dealing with management and coworkers, right? Another anxiety, you might suffer from anxiety, let's say, in a toxic relationship, okay? Well, it's not you that's causing your anxiety. It's the relationship, it's the patterns of your partner that's making you feel uneasy. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? So with all that being said, it's really important that you focus and spend time with people who bring you happiness, bring you positive emotions. When you have positive emotions every day, you have peace. And with peace, you are able to manifest anything that you want. You are able to attract whatever your heart desires. For myself, I am really passionate about my businesses. I'm really passionate about being a content creator. And I've been a content creator for 4 years. And it's like every year I fall more and more and more in love with creating content. Like that's truly my calling. Teaching people how to lose weight, sharing my journey, sharing some of the things that I've dealt with throughout the years as I continue to embark on my spiritual journey, and just being the better version of myself. And one thing that I can say is when I am at peace mentally, I am able to think of the most, in my mind, the most brilliant ideas. My head is clear. I'm positive. I believe in myself. I'm not struggling with insecurities like, oh, who's going to watch that? Or I'm not small enough to make weight loss content. Or who wants to see me talk about this? I don't have those insecurities. I don't have an I can't mindset. But that wasn't always the case. I used to struggle with that all the time. I used to always think I wasn't worthy. And that was because of the environment outside of me. I was around other people who were insecure. A lot of people are very insecure. And so they're projecting how they see the world to you. So when you, let's say you were to pitch an idea to someone, this has actually happened to me, this is how I know. Let's say you were to pitch an idea to one of your friends, like maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, okay? And and this is not everyone. Some people are very lucky to have people around them who are very supportive and motivational and inspirational and, going to cheer them on, right? But a lot of times people don't even realize that they're not that. So, anyways, let's say you say to a friend of yours that you're pretty close with that you want to start a YouTube channel. Well, maybe this friend doesn't know anyone who has started a YouTube channel, or maybe they do know people who have started a YouTube channel, but the people that they know aren't really active on their YouTube channel. It's not monetized. They're not really doing anything with it. They just kind of made an account and posted a couple of videos, and that was the end of it, right? So, from your friend's perspective, or maybe they wanted to start a YouTube channel, but they don't have the courage to do it. Maybe they're too worried about what other people are going to say about them, right? Okay, so back to the story. Let's say you want to pitch the idea to your friend that you want to start a YouTube channel. So you tell your friend, and your friend is like, well, that sounds like a great idea. But I know a lot of people who have started YouTube channels and it's not going well for them. YouTube is hard. Don't you have to have like 100,000 subscribers to make money? Why would you want to do that? These are all their own projections. But now those opinions and those insecurities have been spoken to you. And now you are digesting that. And now you subconsciously are second guessing your brilliant idea because of what someone said to you and how they viewed YouTube, which is not even true. Okay, none of that is true. You don't need 100,000 subscribers to be monetized. You can talk about anything that you want. It's not hard to be consistent once you get into a rhythm. But just based off of their feedback, now you're second guessing whether or not you should start it. And if you're anything like how I was, you're probably not going to start it, right? You're probably not going to start it just based off of the opinions of others. So that's why it's important to be around people who bring you happiness. And if you don't have that, then be by yourself. Spend time by yourself. Spend time learning you. Spend time healing you, okay? I would say I've spent the last 4 years, 3.5 to 4 years, just really honing in on my mental health and self-development and learning that I am capable of anything. And, like I said, there was a time where I didn't believe in myself. There was a time where I was very insecure. There was a time where I was very lost, you guys. Like, I needed feedback from other people in order to decide if an idea that I had was a good idea. Now, I don't need the opinion of anyone. As long as I think it's a good idea, if it's a new project I want to start, if it's a new YouTube channel that I want to start, then I start it. I don't get a poll from 10 different people and hear what they have to say before I decide if I want to do something. I don't need external validation anymore like I used to. I used to need to be praised by others, but not anymore. And I don't get praised by others anymore. I'm very isolated right now. I know that it's not forever. I know this is just a period in life where I'm just really focused on myself. And just like I said at the beginning, just focused on being a better version of myself every single day. And during this journey, during this self-development, I've become so passionate about it because of the fact that my mindset has shifted so much from where I was 6 years ago, 10 years ago, last week, right? Like, seriously, I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly, proving myself right. Anything that I say I want to do, it gets done. Now, it doesn't necessarily get done tomorrow, right? But if I can reflect on just 5 things from the past that I said I wanted to do, I am living in that today. But that's because I am around people who bring me happiness. I am at peace. You can't, like I said, you cannot manifest the life that you want if you are living in chaos mentally. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Be around people who add value to you, people who pour into you, not people who take. You guys, there are a lot of takers out here, and I don't even believe that they realize that they're takers. So that's the thing. You know, some people say that they do, but sometimes I think that some people are just so used to taking that they don't even realize that they're not pouring back into you. Now, it's not your job to teach them and educate them. You're not their mother, you're not their father. But I'm just saying, I don't necessarily believe that everyone knows that they're a taker. But they are, right? So, you know, if you're around people who are making you feel insecure, who don't support you the way you want to be supported, who don't love you the way that you want to be loved, then it's up to you to decide, do you want to continue to be in this friendship, or do you want to remove yourself and fall back? I choose to fall back. There used to be a period where I would just kind of accept people for who they were. Well, you have to accept people for who they are. That's number one. You can't change anyone. But I would accept them for who they were and still continue to be in a friendship with them. But by doing that, I was allowing myself to feel anxious. I was allowing myself to feel insecure. I was allowing myself to feel devalued. So during my self-development, I realized I don't want to participate in that anymore. I don't like the feelings that I get from being associated with you, whoever that person is, right? So therefore, because these are the feelings that you are bringing out of me, I'm going to remove myself because I know what peace feels like. It's a great feeling. It's so underestimated. It is so underestimated, I feel like. Maybe as you get older, you start to seek it more. I don't know, but I feel like peace is so underestimated. But once you have that, once you finally develop a sense of peace, you don't want to let it go for anybody or anything, you know? To be able to sleep at night and you're not stressed, you're not wondering where so and so is, you're not replaying arguments in your head over and over and over again, you're not, you know, crying yourself to sleep. It's a great feeling. You don't have butterflies in your stomach, you're not frustrated. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. And it's a shame that so many people never get to experience what peace is. It's great. So, you know, spend time with people who bring you happiness. And if you don't have that environment around you today, that doesn't mean you'll never have it. It just means you have more developing to do so that when people are presented into your life who are positive, you're going to be able to be positive with them because you self-developed. You worked on yourself. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments some of the things that you've been working on. What brings you happiness? Who brings you happiness? Have you experienced peace? Are you working towards it? How do you focus on being the best version of yourself every single day? I would love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.